Rodgers took the top spot. Right behind him was Tom Brady, thanks to being tied for second in big-time throw percentage, while also having the lowest percentage of turnover-worthy plays. Patrick Mahomes was tied with Brady for big-time throw percentage, but came in fourth overall. PFF said Mahomes had incredible, quote, turnover luck this season. So, Shannon, do they have a point?
Yeah, the point is that I read Pro Football Focus yesterday, and they said Patrick Mahomes was #1 in big-time throws, and Tom Brady was #2. But that's neither here nor there. No, he does not. He's not the second best quarterback as far as great. Mahomes has the edge in completion percentage, yards per attempt, QBR, and Tom Brady threw twice as many interceptions as Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes went 4-0 against playoff teams with 12 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the road, which tied, if I'm not mistaken, who I got is old Kurt Warner, for the record, for most wins against playoff teams on the road. That's what Mahomes did. Now, let me tell you what your guy did, Tom Brady. Tom Brady went 1-5 against playoff teams. 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So not only did he have fewer interceptions, he was 9 times the turnovers that Mahomes boy had. And if I'm not mistaken, Patrick Mahomes lost 1 game this season, so Patrick Mahomes was 14-1. What was your guy record? 11-5. 11-5. So let me get this right. One guy was 11-5, the other guy was 14-1. The other guy had a better completion percentage, yards per attempt. My guy was second in QBR. You love QBR. That's your Bible. That's the Bible. Let me tell y'all something, people. Skip Bayless had 2 things by his bedside table, books. He got the Bible and he got the QBR rating. And that's what he got by his bed. So he believed in those things. The first thing he get up, let me see what QBR says. And now all of a sudden QBR doesn't matter. First of all, I got Patrick Mahomes. I got, obviously, Aaron Rodgers had better. Josh Allen. We're going to pretend so we just going to pretend. So I get it, Skip. People don't really talk about Buffalo. You don't really, people don't like, man, where you going? Man, I'm going to Buffalo. Unless you go to Niagara Falls. I mean, you better stop in Buffalo. But people don't talk about, but Josh Allen was phenomenal this year. Also was Russell Wilson. Deshaun Watson, although his team was terrible, Deshaun Watson was exquisite in his play. So with that being said, ain't no way, ain't no how Tom Brady should have been the second graded quarterback in the NFL with those, even with the 40 touchdowns. And I give him, he was unbelievable. He played better than I thought, even though a lot of that came against some garbage team. But still wasn't better than my homeboy.
You finished?
Yep.
My turn. This is the way Pro Football Focus grades quarterback. They go play by play by play. Each play, and they say big-time throw or turnover-worthy play. That's how they break it down, one or the other. Patrick Mahomes tied Tom Brady for second overall in big-time throws. Their throws of 20-plus yards down the field into tight windows. You can evaluate them however you want to evaluate. And in the end, these two tied second most to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had the year. He was #1. Now we get to turnover-worthy plays. Tom Brady led the National Football League in fewest turnover-worthy plays. You can give me this team or that team, this opponent or that. I don't care. Turnover-worthy throws. Did you put the ball in harm's way? Tom, #1. Patrick Mahomes, way, way down the line. It's done by percentage because he was lucky. They added up. He had incredible turnover luck because his turnover-worthy plays did not match up with his 6 interceptions. He should have had 15 interceptions because they kept dropping, a la Brett Favre, throws that hit them in the hands on defense. It's like they always said about Brett Favre. He's going to throw you a couple of games. You got to be ready to catch them. With Mahomes, it's going to come sidearm. It's going to come from behind his back, between his legs. You better be ready to catch it because he's going to put the ball in harm's way. That's the way he's built. That's what his coach wants him to do, is try the impossible.
Yep. So let me get, you know what? I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to say, I need a loan. I say, because I've had some very good money-making jobs. They're going to say, Mr. Sharp, how much money do you have? I don't want to hear about no money-making jobs. Did he or did he not turn the football over? It's a simple yes or no. That's all I want to know.
6 interceptions should have been 15. And they're grading the tape, and they're looking at each other saying, Boy, that's a terrible throw.
I mean, think about
bad idea, bad execution. You got away with it? They didn't catch it.
The Tom Brady finished 6th in the league in interceptions. Josh Allen had fewer. Mahomes, obviously Aaron Rodgers had fewer.
I've always
Tannehill
told
had
you,
fewer.
Tom Brady throws a really catchable football, and that can work both ways.
I can't even believe you said that, Skip. I can't even believe you said that, Skip.
Yep.
I'm surprised you didn't mention drops. Oh, his receivers drops the ball.
They had their share of drops, but I'm not even going to go there. I'm just doing their ranking, the way they grade tape. They break it right down for you, and it's as clear as day to them that Tom Brady had a better overall year than Patrick Mahomes, 2nd to 4th in the ratings.
Yeah, the only thing, he threw more touchdowns, but he had more pass attempts. But the touchdown to interception ratio, the completion percentage, the yards per attempt, the QBR says big-time throws, said Patrick Mahomes. It's okay. They come up with these things. Oh, turnover-worthy plays. At the end of the day, Skip, I might have plays.
I want you to think about this. At age 43, this man threw the football farther in air distance than anybody in the league, and he had the fewest turnover-worthy plays of any quarterback in the league at age 43. That is special.
So in other words, he traveled the farthest and ain't went nowhere.
Well, they went to 11-5 and made the playoffs for the first time in 13 years.
How's that better than 14-1? Huh? How's that better than 14-1?
Well, who had the higher degree of difficulty? Starting over with the sucking ears?
He to go! He to go!
Patrick Mahomes.
You keep telling me to go.
On that note, we're wrapping it up. Kyrie, guys, responded in a big way with no KD last night. We'll be watching that one. And now that the Cowboy season has come to an end, Jerry Jones seems to have refocused his attention on getting Dak Prescott signed to a new deal. We're back to this. During his weekly radio interview, Jerry said of Dak, quote, "I don't know how you could have any more leverage. His evolving into an NFL quarterback has been nothing short of a perfect picture." A perfect picture. Antonio Cromartie is still with us. So, Antonio, do you agree with Jerry that Dak has all the leverage?
Oh, 100% he has all the leverage. It just showed just during the season. I mean, yeah, they were started off 1-3 and going to the second game, I think it was 2-3 before he ended up getting hurt. But he does have all the leverage when you look at it. I mean, just the quarterback play that he showed in the first 4 weeks of the season under McCarthy's offense. I mean, he was in there from the start breaking records. I think it was 1,800 yards within the first 4 or 5 games. So, I mean, when you look at it, I think he's a guy that that does have the leverage to go into it, but everyone wants to see how he's going to react, how he performs on his injured ankle that he suffered during week 5 play.
I agree, Crow, he has the leverage, but I don't believe Jerry believes he has all the leverage. Skip and I debated this earlier. I just think the thing is, Skip, when you believe in someone, you make that commitment. It's as simple as that. You believe, Skip Bayless believed Ernestine was the one, he made the commitment. Matt believed Jenny was the one, he made the commitment. Jerry keep on talking, Jerry, you the one, but all he keep doing is buying flowers and promissory rings. Nah, he ain't put no real thing on it yet, Crow. So you keep talking. I hear what you're saying, Jerry. Normally what happens when ownerships or an organization believe a guy is the guy, it might come back to bite them, Skip, but what did they do? They make that long-term commitment. What did the Rams do? Rams said, we believe Jared Goff is our guy. Long-term commitment.
What the Eagles do?
We believe Carson Wentz is our long-term guy. Now, what do you think Baltimore is going to do? What do you think the Buffalo Bills are going to do with Josh Allen? Do you think they're going to say, nah, we need to see a little bit more? Well, we need to see. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to give them their deals because they say, we believe this is our guy. We're willing to make that commitment. Well, Jerry, you keep saying you want to make that commitment, but every time, you know, Dak come up there and he like, oh, he done told all his friends, tonight Jerry gonna propose to me. I will get that ring. You know, they tell the girls, I think this gonna be the night.